Hey everybody, today Rahdo talks through Jorvik, which is going to be a very quick video for me because this is basically a re-theme / re-implementation of a fantastic Steffenfeld designed auction game called Speicherstadt. Actually, Jorvik is Speicherstadt plus its original expansion, Kai Speicher, all put into one game and re-themed. Whereas before we were merchants in, I guess, Renaissance era Germany trying to stockpile goods and prepare for fires that might burn down our warehouses. Now we are Viking clans trying to stockpile goods and prepare for defend ourselves from attacks by rampaging Picts. And so the core gameplay is pretty much exactly the same across the board. That we've just rethemed it from Euro economic simulation to Viking civilization. And you can see the game is exactly the same. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I've already done a run through for Speicherstadt and Kai Speicher. So for all intents and purposes, I've already done a full run through for Jorvik. And if you want, you can check that out by hitting the I in the top right corner of the screen and go watch that old run through. I did it like 3 years ago now. It seems like forever ago. So all I'm doing today is just showing you what's changed. And what has changed? Just the presentation. This is no longer kind of a drab, boring, warehouse board, but it's a Viking village with Vikings. You don't recruit firemen. Now you recruit brave defenders who will protect you from the invaders. But you're still doing the same kind of, I bid, well, I'll raise you. Although, again, it's not a traditional auction in that regard. Check out my original run through to see how it works. Some things have changed. The Kai Speicher edition of when you use one of your guys to reserve a given card. Before, you just had to kind of do this jiggery-pokery of sliding it around the board. Now there's a specific spot for the reservations. That's kind of nice. There's some changes, like some cards have been changed from being spring cards into summer cards. Some of the values on some of the cards have changed in terms of how many victory points. Little tweaks like that. Now you get your income before you unload instead of after you unload. Your player boards have a nice little thing that when you do actually, when you do earn cards, and they come in, you put them on the top to indicate they haven't been unloaded. Then you, once you've unloaded and they become active cards, you move them to the bottom. So there's just like some stuff that cleans up procedure and just makes the game move a little bit smoother. But really, that's kind of immaterial because Speicherstadt was already an incredibly silky, smooth game, and it remains so. So, if you have wanted to get Speicherstadt, or more importantly, Speicherstadt hasn't been that hard to get, even though it's been out of print forever, but Kai Speicher, its expansion, is rarer than hen's teeth, and it's been impossible for people to get, but it's absolutely crucial. Speicherstadt without Kai Speicher is not the full experience. Now, you can finally get the full experience with Vikings! And that's it, folks. That's Jorvik. That's the whole run through. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, please let me know. Once again, hit the I to know what this game actually plays like, and just imagine Vikings instead of firemen, and you'll be good to go. And everything I said in my final thoughts for Kai Speicher and Speicherstadt still applies to Jorvik, so you can see what Jen and I thought of the game by checking out that older video from a few years ago. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Questions, comments, concerns, as always, please let me know. Otherwise, hope you have a very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye. Bye-bye.